So, you might be wondering, what am I doing and where am I? Well, let's just say I'm in the hill country. Yeah, there's no kind of schedule for this. I'm really just going out here to kind of reset my mind, if you will. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this little montage of visual diaries that is about to pop up on your screen. A cinematic sequence of me pretending to be the main character in my life. Leaving us already? Figure I'd leave now, get there by dawn. You know what I'm looking for? What other choice do I have? Yeah, well, you're a sneaky bastard, you know that, right? Well, the best view always comes from the hardest climb, yeah? Don't you worry about me, man. Never had a doubt. Alright, here we are, back in the cabin, all settled down after a long day of just driving. Yeah, honestly, just driving, and I'm also starving right now, dude. Thankfully, HEB's meal prep, ready to eat meals are pretty ubiquitous around here, so that's where we're going with today. Okay, so now the good stuff. Earlier today on Instagram, I asked you guys to give me your best questions, right? Ask me about my craft, my life, anything, right? I received a grand total of one question. That's okay, but it's a good one. I'm seeing it right here. It's a good one. I gotta think about this. Shout out to JJ at 007 underscore silver JR for this question. And that is, what is ultimately your end goal for either film slash art? High level, I'll give you guys some background first, right? And also, hopefully, I'm well lit right now. I got my Aperture MC on a water bottle right here. But some context though, right? Oh my gosh, that noise. I think that's a heater. For some context, my background, right? So prior to all this, short film, movie character reels that you're seeing nowadays, I was primarily an oil painter, and I still am, right? My background is in painting. I was classically trained, I studied, went to classes, all that stuff, right? And my focus, what I enjoy painting the most, has always been portraits with a narrative element to it. Not just be a beautiful face, right? A beautiful rendering, rather, of someone's face, but it has to evoke something where when you look into that person's eyes, you can see a story behind them. So that's kind of been the thread behind my portfolio the last few years, what my theme has been. And so much of that has translated into my filmmaking. The way I got more active with my camera was, for the longest time, I always used my camera, primarily just for photographing my art or getting reference images for my art. And one day I decided, let's test this out a little bit more. Let's see what this thing is capable of, because in the end, they're designed for photos and film, right? And so the moment I got more serious with that, it just kind of took off from there, right? What I really appreciated was just the similarity between the two disciplines, right? Specifically, lighting and how it impacts cinematography, because in the end, cinematographers, painters, right? We all value lighting design. We have to understand that because it's it's paramount to how the end result ends up looking for our product. And so I think a lot of that, lighting just really came over very easily. Like I was able to apply it, and I knew the look I wanted as a filmmaker. But the more difficult learning curve was the technical aspect of things. Of course, learning how to read different graphs, histograms, waveforms, all that stuff, and editing programs too, right? Like I started off with Final Cut Pro. Now I use DaVinci Resolve just because I love the color grading panel. It's just so intuitive. Right now, my biggest goal, I think, that I've outlined for myself is I want to be able to share my knowledge with you all. You all basically encompasses probably the 10 to 20 people you know who you are, who like my videos or repost my videos, and I'm forever grateful for you guys. I really appreciate your support, and I like to think, it's not because I've shifted gears or stepped outside my niche as a painter that my engagement has gone down so much, and hopefully I haven't offended anyone with my work. I really hope I haven't. I like to believe that it's just a matter of these social media apps doing what they do and just putting out an algorithm that no one will understand and will perpetually confuse us and irritate us as creators. So my goal though is to though increase my reach and hopefully have more eyes on my work. Basically be an online instructor to share my knowledge with you guys, teach you guys my filmmaking techniques, and more importantly, my philosophy and view on art as a whole, how I approach my craft, how I develop the image in mind from start to finish, and how do I blend that with a cohesive and strong narrative, right? I want to be able to share that with you guys. And at the moment, I just don't really have the influence right now to be able to make that much of an impact. But then again, as long as you can, have a positive impact on one person's life a day, like I think that's something to be proud of. So, gosh, man, I really suck at these. I need to practice more of these just kind of monologue type situations. Anyways, but I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna get a few more shots here, and then just drive around. No, I don't really have a route I'm taking. Just drive around and hopefully be home by a certain point, right? You want a shot? That's your shot right there. Thank me later, but for now, the real work starts. So I'm gonna need you to buckle up. Double down on inventory, all right?